All I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted high. All I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted high. Praises rise, Lord, from the inside of me. May you delight, Lord, in the inside, down on the inside of me. Come feel my life, Lord, from the inside, down on the inside of me. Set me do it, Lord, from the inside, from the inside. Say all I want. Anybody's prayer this morning for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted high. All I want is for you, Lord, to be glorified, to be lifted high.
That's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing here. I just love God in this text. I love God all the time, but I love God in particular text when I see images of God. And so there's this image of God who has watched Isaiah come in the temple for years, knowing that Isaiah is going through the motions. Show up every Sunday. Y'all want to talk to me. Show up every Sunday. Come for a lot of reasons. Reasons he doesn't even understand. Because everybody in here is here because you've been summoned by God. You don't want the people here to know it, but your real reason here is because either God's been so good you just had to come say thank you, or something is so broken. Isaiah has been coming in the temple because it's his job, man. He's been just coming in and practicing his little craft. His craft was more occupation than vocation. It's work. It's not mission. It's not ministry. It's work. And God has sit there and watched him come in over and over again and didn't bother him. Didn't bother him. Watched him show up and go through the motions and didn't bother him. One time, when Isaiah's life is upside down and God has removed the covering from Isaiah's life, he walks into a temple that he is used to walking in all the time, but he's a different man walking in the temple. He's not secure. He's not confident. He has no backup. Everything's a little shaky. Trepidation in his feet. Anxiety in his mind. Worry in his heart. Pressure. And he comes into the temple. A temple that he has come in every day for years. And this time, his situation forces him to see something that he's never seen before. He describes it as, I saw the Lord. I saw the Lord. I've been doing this all the time, and as long as I felt like I could count on Harry, as long as I felt like I could count on Jim, as long as I felt like I could count on Susie, as long as I felt like I could count on Rashard, as long as I felt like other folks had my back, I just went about my business in the presence of the Lord as if God did not even matter. But when my life turned upside down, I walked into the temple, and this time I said, because what you see will be tied into what you need to see. That's the problem of walking around feeling all self-sufficient. It's because when you feel like everything depends on you, you'll just look in the mirror at you. But when you know if it had not been but for the Lord on my side. You'll start looking for God everywhere. You'll start looking for God not just at the bank, not just at the hospital, not just at the grocery store, but you'll look for God everywhere. You'll see God in your spouse. You'll see God in your children. And so the Bible says that after all of these years, he goes into the temple and now he sees the Lord. And he is shocked because when people tell stories, they don't tell a story that they think you already know. They tell you the part that stands out for them. And for some reason, he's had this casual relationship with God that when he sees God, he says he was high and lifted up. As if that's a surprise See, I'm trying to talk to some folks who feel like you got a homeboy relationship with God. You and God just kicking it. You don't understand who God is. And God will remove the covering from you so that when you really get ready to see him, you won't see him as your road dog. You'll see that God is high. He's bigger than my heartache. He's bigger than my depression. He's bigger than what the doctors say. He's bigger than the decisions they make on my job. He's bigger because when I saw him for who he really is, he was high and lifted up.